Hello again. Well, right now I think it's time for a beer. I need to make a video to catch up on one or two things. I've been asked a whole bunch of questions over the last few months. I've been asked my opinion on that and what I think about this. I've been asked to do some shout outs and I've been tagged on a couple of things, so I need to catch up. And I want to start with this one. If there's a part of my video that's of no interest to you, then skip through it. Most of us subscribe to a couple of hundred channels. We can't watch everything. I mean, we're going to be skipping through it. And feel free to skip through mine. Good example, if I watch a video of Adam's from Allotment Grow How, I'll watch the first few seconds to see him make a fool of himself, getting himself ready to go down to the plot. I'll skip through to the middle bit where he's making a fool of himself, walking through a gate, and then I'll skip through to the end where he's making a fool of himself, trying to think of something to say to finish the video off. And then I'm on to the next video. No problem. If there's a bit of my videos that you don't want to watch, just skip through it. There are some channels out there with thousands of subscribers, and the reason these channels are so big is because the content's good. So I will say one thing: if your video's between about 3 minutes and 10 minutes long, there's a better chance I'll watch it all the way through as opposed to skipping my way through it. If it's got good content, good subject matter, and it's well presented, you're going to get a lot of subscribers. And maybe I'm a bit too honest, but I don't see anything wrong with skipping through people's videos. I'll see you at the end. So shout outs. Yeah, I remember the first shout out I ever got. I tell this story where I once got this shout out from Ian Nocton and my subscribers went down. But he gave me my first shout out, and I recall I felt like I'd been accepted. And I felt really good. Shout outs are a very good thing. But there's more than one way to grow a tomato plant, and I think there's more than one way to give a shout out. Just mentioning somebody's name in your video can be a shout out. If I've watched you grow something and I thought to myself, well, I'll grow that next year, when I do grow it next year, I'll be sure to mention your name. It's a kind of shout out. Yeah, shout outs, wonderful things. I'm going to give a shout out now, and I'm going to do it to just one person, and that's going to be Horti Hugo. I found him this week and I love his enthusiasm. I love his videos, and if you've not checked him out yet, check him out now. Horti Hugo, great channel. I have a policy whereas I give shout outs to people with less subscribers than myself. I think that's only right. The big guys don't need a shout out, but sometimes you do have to mention them, especially if they've been good to you or they've taught you something. I got tagged to answer a few questions, so over to you, Purple Sweet Pea.
Question 1 was, why an allotment?
I don't actually have an allotment. My allotment is my garden.
Question 2, why YouTube?
Probably the same reason as everybody else. You look up how to grow things on YouTube and then you think to yourself, I'll give that a go.
Question 3, how long have you been growing for?
I've had a garden for many years, but for growing vegetables, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is my 5th year.
Question 4, what do I grow?
Well, I grow lots of things. Let's say that our garden is about 70% flower borders and 30% vegetables.
Question 5, what is your favourite thing to grow?
I would say it'd have to be anything in the allium family, whether it be flowers, onions, shallots, spring onions, leeks. I like to grow alliums. And about 6 months ago, Misfit Gardening also tagged me with these questions.
So question number 1, what 3 YouTube channels have influenced you the most?
Well, I'd have to say that my old sparring partner, Adam, at Allotment Grow How, is number 1 by a country mile. He's influenced this channel a lot and he's got me a lot of subscribers, yeah. Allotment Grow How. Also, when I started, Ian Nocton was an influence. And there's one channel who is an influence, who I watch, and I won't name the channel, but his videos are so bad, it's awful. And I think I watch him to learn how not to do it. Yeah, I won't say the channel's name.
What 3 things are you excited for?
Well, I'm excited about the fact that spring is coming, and instead of sitting here, I'm going to be out there. I'm excited about the fact that England is going to win the next World Cup, and I'm excited about the fact there's a second grandchild on the way.
Question number 3. What are 3 things that you are good at?
Drinking beer, getting drunk, and falling over.
Question number 4. What are 4 things that help you relax?
This and 3 more of them.
Who are 5 other YouTube channels to tag?
I'll tell you what I'll do. If you haven't answered these questions and you want to, make your video, say that I tagged you, let me know, I'll come across and I'll send a bunch of other people too. Okay, so what's next? Sure, if that's what you want. Means nothing. I watch the channels that I want to watch. And if I watch your channel, it doesn't mean to say you've got to be sub to mine. I'm still going to watch your channel. Sub me, sub you back, whatever. I like the sound of that. Right now, I think it's time for another beer. Cheers.